Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, April the 1st, 2023, and I am right now at the cane camp inside Kisatchie National Forest. And for the next 2 days, we're going to be hiking sections of the Heber Kisatchie Trail. Today's hike that's going to be featured on this video is going to be about 8 miles. We're starting here at cane camp and getting on the Sandstone Trail, which is going to lead us today to Kisatchie Bayou Campground. Now, most of this will be on the sandstone, and then about the last 2 miles of it is going to be the forest road that leads us from the Sandstone Trail to Kisatchie Bayou Campground. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. All right, well, we're leaving the parking lot now, and we're just walking straight back. It's a short distance back to the road, which is the Long Leaf Vista Byway. That's the popular road that cuts through Kisatchie. We're going to make a short left, walk probably maybe a couple of 100 yards, and get on the Sandstone Trail. All righty, well, we're already at the Sandstone Trail, and back over here is where I'm going to come out next time. I'm skipping this section this weekend, but today we're going this way towards Kisatchie Bayou Campground. And just a short distance down, you'll see the connection here. This takes you to the Lotus Camp. That's another campground that's just down the road from where we started. But we came from this direction here, and we're gonna go ahead and continue following over here to the left. Just shy of 2 miles in, you can see there's a junction here. Actually, I'll zoom in. You can see right back there, they actually have a restroom, but we're gonna go ahead and continue on in this direction. A little over 2 miles in today's hike, which would be a little past mile marker 23 on the Heber Trail. This is just several. This is the first one we've come across like this, but here in Kisatchie, you shouldn't have to worry about finding a lot of water sources. Just shy of 3 miles on today's hike, you can see we just crossed over. Well, I wanted to walk around and point it out to you because there was a little bypass right around in here. I took that up, side trail, came back around. Either way, 9 chances out of 10, you're gonna get wet right here. That's okay, it's not very deep as you can tell. So again, we're about 3 miles in today's hike, and we're gonna go ahead and walk about another, I guess, half hour or so and take a short lunch break. We just took about a 30-minute break. We're about 3 miles in, no rush. So far, you know, the trail's been awesome, especially since we hadn't had a ton of rainfall. And for those who are interested in getting on the Sandstone Trail at some point, whether it be what we're walking today or another section of it, it is closed to the ATVs from January through the end of April. So this really is a good time to come out and hike along the Sandstone Trail, but definitely lives up to its name, as you've probably seen in some of these photos and videos. It's real sandy and it has a lot of stone, especially where we just stopped to take a short break. But we probably have about another 3 miles left on the Sandstone Trail section of today before we get to the forest road over at Kisatchie Bayou. And in the meantime, I'll just go ahead and continue to show some more views to you. This is actually our first log of the day. I'm gonna tell you something, that the trail's in really good shape. So I'm gonna hop over this and keep going. About another 1.5 miles left of this section of the Sandstone Trail. Now we're coming up to the end of the Sandstone Trail section for today. We're coming up to Forest Road 366. And this is the road that takes you to Kisatchie Bayou. So, of course, you can keep going this way, but we're going to keep going on about another 1.5 miles to 2 miles or so in this direction to get to Kisatchie Bayou Campground. We're about maybe 1/10 of a way from the parking lot, 1/10 of a mile, I should say, from the parking lot. I just wanted to point this out. When you come in, this is the actual trailhead for the Caroline Dorman Trail. Now, tomorrow, when we get on it, we're gonna hop on from the campsite, which basically runs parallel to Kisatchie Bayou. But for those of you who come out here and wanna maybe just hike the Caroline Dorman for the day, this is where you start. All right, we made it out to camp about an hour ago and set up shop, and check out this scene. This is why we wanted to come and camp out here tonight. And that's why I skipped that section from the Backbone Trail over to Cane Camp, but I am gonna go back and do that in a couple of weeks. But this is awesome. I mean, it actually has, and I'm gonna show probably the last video, walking down to the bayou. You can actually get in there and swim if you want. But right behind me too is the actual trail that leads to the Caroline Dorman Trail, which is what we're gonna hike tomorrow. That's gonna be about 10 miles. So that would put us for about 18 for the weekend. Today's was actually a little under 8. It was about 7.75 to be exact. But you know, the Sandstone is really cool. I mean, it's wide, so if you're hiking with someone else, you can literally walk next to them quite a bit and just chit chat while you hike. And there were some really cool spots, as you saw today. And really, you know, the elevation, there are some, for Louisiana purposes, some fairly sharp elevation changes, and it'll drop back down. And of course, when it drops back down, there are some water sources too. So we probably crossed about, I would say, 5 or 6 water sources today. So it's been a great day. And we're just going to chill out here the rest of the evening and get ready tomorrow. And until then, I will see you again tomorrow on the Eric Heber Kisatchie Trail.